Oh. Oh. Oh wait, I forgot the thing.
I
The
fucking
literal thing.
love
I
nuts.
literally forgot the thing. I will be back with the thing. Apologies. It's that thing you think when you think, oh my god, look, it's me. Oh, it's fine.
In the cover, you smart. It's nice to read. That's why when you talk to me, it helps me that. So that's why he's treating me when I'm not.
Hello. What? No.
What? I want to see it.
I don't like it when people watch me doing things. I say while I'm live on stream. Stop watching me. Everybody avert your eyes, please.
Me specifically?
Oh, happy Thursday, everyone.
I fucking love nubs.
Can anybody decipher what this says? It's a joke, Kate. See, that's why I don't like it when you're
Wow!
watching from, like, over my shoulder.
Because I can't see what you're talking about correctly. Oh. It looks very hard to read.
It is really hard to read. Like, if it's really close to your face. There, can anybody read this?
Not that hard to read.
Well, we got a keyboard. We're not building it today, but we're going to prep switches for it today. We are going to, however, take a look at it and find out how many switches it needs. My guess is at least 3. Kate's guess is fewer than 3. Yeah. Oh. At least 1? Ooh. That's a bold bet. Let's see how it ends out. What is this keyboard? I don't know. It could be anything. It could be a keyboard literally made out of cheese. It could be a keyboard like made out of wood. It could be a keyboard made out of like flamingo parts. It's definitely not one of those things. How did your table turn into this again? We haven't done a desk cleaning stream in like 3 days. Okay, normally this has a thing. Yeah, what? I'm getting scammed, guys. No. Aha! You see? It's in there. It's just no tab. What is the flashboard? That is an angle, my dude. All right. Yeah, we all want to know what's in the box, but I need to know what's in the bottle. My guess is maybe wine? Yep, that sure smells like maybe wine. Okay, listen here, Dandy. Listen. If you were in my position, you would understand. How you liking this spooder? It was literally sent back 2 weeks ago. This is indeed a really thick case. Whoa, this is a lot of stuff. What's in here? Okay. Why is there so much stuff? Oh my god, Kate.
What?
Okay, I have what looks to be like the sharpest aluminum plate I've ever seen in my life. Ow. Wait, is this steel? No, this is like 6061 or 6063. Okay, there is what looks to be a hand CNC polycarbonate plate. Nice. There's a carbon fiber plate. And there is a single PCB that says GUIU, which, for those of you that don't know, is German for... I'm not going to say it. You know exactly what it's German for. Okay. And apparently this stuff over here is really heavy. Okay, there's a daughter board and JST. There's Geon feet. Okay. 1mm top only CF alu. Okay. Extras. 1.5mm bottom only PC alu CF. This is so... I'm so happy I don't have to build this today. This requires, like, science. That is not the board to send to me. I am very much not a scientist. Alright. And then we have a keyboard. Ooh, and a wrist rest. That's cute. Oh, that's where the feet go. Alright, let's put all the, like, build stuff away, because we're most definitely not building this today. Oh wait, I'm gonna need the plate to know how many switches go in it. I'm gonna guess like 67, but I don't know if it's wing keyless. It's wood. It's a wood keyboard. Made of wood. It smells so strongly of wood. Okay, okay. Nice. Nice. What you cannot see is this bottom is not flat. It's actually like beveled in, and I will show you by using science, aka plugging my camera in. I'm gonna politely ask you to stop speaking. Okay, at the very least. Okay? Okay. Yeah, there we go. Boom. Look at those internals. Oh yeah, the center is deeper than the edges. And apparently it was grown, designed, and machined in wherever the treasure is hidden. And it's null hertz 005. Nice. Let's have a look at the back. Ooh. That's cute. Okay, so more Geon feet on the back, and believe it or not, this is a keyboard with a seam. There is a top and there is a bottom. Stands for final prototype. Could also stand. It could also stand for like final product. Could also stand for final part. Also Final Fantasy V. Okay. I see some very, very light pitting on the wood because this is actual wood, and wood does have holes in it. You may not know this. Trees are not aluminum. Okay, see that? So the grain of the wood, here, let me show you. The grain of the wood, like you can see the arc, right? But then the pitting is in this direction. It's good wood, though. It's good wood. Okay, so I'm curious as to how the screws are attached to the top. Like, you don't just screw into the wood, right? So that would be silly. Unclear. Guess we're gonna have to unscrew all the screws. Here, smell this. Yep, there are brass threaded inserts in the top case. Check that out. And for those of you that don't know how this works, the screw goes in the hole, and then you can twist it. This. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh, I twisted it all the way. Feels bad. Nice. This is pretty cute. So we can see here on the top case that there are very, very small landing pads which would match up to the plate if I can science this. Yep, it drops right in. Tolerances seem good. No big wiggles, only small wiggles. Nice. All right. Ooh, that is a tight fit. Let me try and pull it out. Yeah, that is a tight fit. Interesting. All right, well, let's close this up because we're absolutely not building this today because we do not have the switches ready. But what we will do is do the switches. That is a very good question about how do you get the brass inserts into there. I have no idea. I presume they're glued. Like, wood glue is really strong. Like, if you've ever seen, like, a big wooden table, it's not a solid piece of wood. It's multiple pieces of wood that are wood glued together. But basically, wood glue makes them behave like one big piece of wood. Am I missing a screw? No, I'm just fucking blind. Wait, did I screw that in and then completely forget that I screwed that in? Am I brain damaged? I love how it smells. What wood is this? It's such like an interesting smell to a wood. It's acacia. Nice. All right. It does have a little bit of a side profile, a little bit of a koala dip, and the back is not straight. It's okay. It's Pride Month. That I'm not loving. Like, I understand why, but I'm not loving that. No way this is gonna fit in there. Holy shit, it fits. Yeah, that fits. Okay, never mind. That is a big enough hole for the thick boy connector. The smell is linseed oil. Mmm. Seed. Nice. Alright. It's very cute. So, to my knowledge, this is, like, the first good wood board. And I know that a lot of people in the chat right now are just like, gasp, what are you talking about, Simon? You're full of shit. I don't think anybody's done like a proper two-piece seamed wooden board that is like made out of good wood. So I guess we prep some switches. So allegedly, this is grown, designed, and machined in a particular location that there is some disagreement about. Is there even... I didn't know that there was acacia in Taiwan. I had no idea. Alright, I'm gonna put this away very safely because I really don't want to fuck this up. Being wood, it's really easy to scratch. But the nice thing is, even though I have sweaty hands, look, I'm not leaving big fucking prints on it because it's wood. It's like the perfect board for me. Get in there. Yeah. Oh. Imagine buying a wood board and not finding some random dude on Reddit who hands CNC's wood keyboard cases and you can choose your own wooden seams. Yeah. I mean, historically, that's been what wood like stuff has been. It's just like, what? Does it weigh? $410 grams. Sorry, 504 grams. I was trying to like remove this from the equation and I didn't know how much this weighed. And then this. This is actually pretty hefty. Yeah, this is like 480. This is 370. I literally, my hands' pants are on fire. What? No, liar, pants on fire. Alright, let me put away all the spoofs so I don't screw it up. We will probably build this the next build stream when I have all the switches ready. Get in there. I do like how like the hard case has a very specific slot for you to put your wrist rest in and then your keyboard in. That's just nice. Like, it's a thick frickin' case. Oh no, I forgot the plate. That's fine. Surely that's not gonna hurt the wood. Oh. Alright. We gotta prep 67 switches. Rafflesor or James, can somebody confirm what, like, building it the Christian way is gonna be in terms of switches? Oh wow, I'm running real low on GADX. Like, didn't I buy 1,000? I should stop giving things away. I should start being an asshole and just be like, no. Full 65. That's very helpful. So, 67 keys? Wait. Did you just say 6.25, Hugh? Are you fucking with me? Okay. 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 I was literally gonna mail this back to you and just be like, nope. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna pull out 68 switches. That looks like 68 switches. Let's confirm. 3, 6, 9, 10. 3, 6, 9, 20, 3, 6, 9, 30, 3, 6, 40, 3, 6, 9, 50. I wasn't even fucking close. 3, 6, 9, 60. There should be 8. Yeah. Alright, we got ourselves 68 switches, and now I am basically out of good switches entirely. F me in the A. And that's short for forcibly fuck me in the anus. Okay, there's still one more spring. Yay. Alright, let's get a little bit of LSD oil in there, just a smidgen, a little smidgen, smidgen. I'll make it cinematic. Cinematic smidgen. Is my counterweight not weighted properly? Okay, we smidgen. Oh. That should hopefully be enough. Oh no, some of it leaked out. Oh no. Ah! Great. Now it's gonna smell like Bigfoot's dick and cat pee. Alright, there we go. We've got enough LSD oil in our jar. Slap that around a little bit. Not even gonna ask how you know that smell. Trust me. Once you've smelled LSD oil, you'll instantly know what it smells like, even though what it smells like is something you've never smelled. But it kind of smells like a combination. Like, it has the odor of, it has the odor of like if you have forgotten lemons in the fridge for like 45 years, but there was still liquid in there, and it kind of had like fermented into like a strong like fuel of some kind. And then there was also a cat trapped in there that just like pissed on it. And also it smells like bloody nose. It's a very unique smell. Like, they make it smell like this so animals don't eat it when it leaks out of your differential. Ah. All right. I got my trash box. I got my switches. I got my lub station. You've explained it so many ways. I don't know. I don't have any idea what it smells like. It smells like a combination of every explanation I've ever given and more. It's just the most magnificent smell. And not in a good way. It's magnificent like the Magnificent 7. 12. 13. 8. One of those numbers. My favorite part of like prepping switches is just throwing away the old springs, just straight into the garbage, right in the bin, where they deserve to go. Like, they should just cut out the middleman and throw away the springs at the factory instead of like, you know, putting them in my switches and mailing them to me. Is this not flat? I guess it's not flat. Wow. Scam. What keyboard? The one that I showed about 10 minutes ago and you missed. It's made out of wood. It is a wooden 65. That is made out of wood. Earth isn't flat? Listen. A sphere is just a flat hypersphere, okay? So maybe the flat earthers were right all along. Does that look like semen stains over there? I'm asking for a friend. And also, like, over there. It's harder to see, though. Okay, where's my actual good switch opener? Because, like, trying to use the one that's, like, attached to the freaking thing is super annoying. Where's my... There it is. I found it. I found it. Actual good switch opener. Thank you for existing. Okay, I can move the trash over here. Nice. Boom. Dude, this entire desk still smells like that wooden keyboard. I just threw away the good parts of the Switch like a dumbass. I kept the spring and I threw away the top and the stem. Good job, me. So good at keyboards, guys. So good. Alright, well, there's no need to go into macro yet. We're not doing anything interesting except for putting switches into spaces. So, let's keep doing that. If only there was a way for, like, switches to come lubed from the factory. That way I don't have to lube them. That'd be great. Unfortunately, that sort of technology just doesn't exist. We need a time machine. Are there any benefits for lubing behind the metal leaves? What do you mean behind? You mean the place where there's no movement? Where the stem doesn't touch the leaf? No, there is no benefit. There's only, like, risks. Just to be clear, you're talking about, like... Here, let me get a pointy device. Alright, so generally when we will lube, like, the front of the leaf. So, like, here. You mean, like, behind the leaf? Yeah, don't lube there. What is the name of this song? I don't have a keyboard. I don't know. Shazam it. It's called Nice Cream. Ice cream, but with an N at the beginning. And it's by OTE. That is Oscar Tango Echo. Do you prefer lubing switches with or without a lubing station? So, I lubed for years by just doing one switch at a time, and then Gian sent me a lubing station and it literally changed my life. I was always like, oh, it can't possibly be faster. It's a lot faster. Like when the switches are beside each other, it's just so much easier. Because you can just hit one, hit the next, hit the next, hit the next, refresh loop, keep going, keep going, keep going. Non-stop, baby. Like it's way, way faster. Are we using 5W30? I don't think so. You mean 75W140? Unless you mean the lube for the actual switch. We're using, I presume, 107. It's unlabeled, but judging based on its viscosity and taste, it's probably 107. What does 107 taste like? It tastes like paradise. And also watermelon. Watermelon paradise. The place where watermelon go after they die. Is 107 an oil? Yes. Anything that starts with a 1 is an oil. Anything that starts with a 2 is a grease. Anything that starts with a 2 and has a great 0 at the end is a lube... is an oil grease mix. Generally, for something that's super, super smooth with polished rails like Get X, you don't want to use a grease because like it's so viscous that it'll actually make the switch feel less smooth because it like restricts its movement. So in a situation like that, what you do is you dial it back and you go to oil instead. Anything between like 104 and 107, totally fine. From that, like, at that point, it's preference. I wouldn't go 103 or below because it's a little bit too runny. Unless you're, like, very proficient, then maybe go for it. But if you need to ask, you are not proficient. It is so hot in this room because Kate keeps fucking opening the drapes and letting in all the fucking desert sun while it's like a billion degrees outside. Ah. Oof. Okay. Kate, Simon doesn't want to be goth anymore. Kate doesn't want Simon to be goth anymore. I'm not goth. I'm just not a fan of the outside and the sun and the people and happiness. And we can all agree that Gothic architecture went hard. My brain is just fucking soup today. I was doing forestry on RuneScape for like 14 and a half hours yesterday, pretty much non-stop. And then I woke up today, did some work stuff, and then did like another fucking 6 hours of forestry for the YouTube series. My brain is just incapable of braining. Like, part of me wants to, like, be wood cutting right now, just so I can, like, fucking finish it. I wish we could, like, do a Discord call with a friend, but then, like, their hands would come out of the screen, and they would do the lubing while I play some RuneScape. Cut wood in game and ended up with a wood board in the real world. Wild. It's true. That's how it works. If you would in the game, you would in real life. But, you know, a different kind of wood. Hey, Jack.
I fucking love knobs.
How little lube is too little? I always lube to barely see a shine on the bottom housing and only ever lube the bottom housing. Lazy lubing. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Like, it should look shiny. But you shouldn't be able to, like, physically see lube. If you can physically see lube, you've gone too far. Like, it should just look shiny. Also, good luck. Wait, you're flying to the US for a job interview? What? It's 2024. Who the hell job interviews in person anymore? How do I want to do this? I want to do this, like, elegantly. So we're going to follow a pattern for memes. Wish they'd let me fly to the US for a job interview. They won't let me in. Yet is the keyword. They won't let me in yet. But I will get in. Like already there's little hom hairs everywhere. I can see them. Why you gotta be so hairy? Dude, just like his favorite hobby is to just shed profusely on my desk. And exclusively on my desk. What switches? These are round 1 GAT X. So the very first batch of Gateron X. They are very nice, very smooth switches. They are so smooth, in fact, that basically you can only lube them with oil. You cannot lube them with grease. That's what we're doing. Or that's what we're going to do. We are a very smart keyboard man. Yes. Alright, how many more do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How do I fit 6 in here? Shit. I don't even know. Okay, screw it. Alright, last one. Finally. Jeez. That took more effort than, like, actually lubing all the switches, which we have yet to do, but I'm a time traveler. Oh. Still need to figure out what to do with my last 300 GATX. Well, this used to be my bag of 1,000 GATX. I have, like, 15 left. I'll give you some advice. Don't give them all away to friends. Then you'll have none. Alright, let's get ourselves the lube. Ah, yes, the lube. Fantastic. I do need the lube holder. Which means I do need to go to the kitchen and... Oh, wait. Okay, it's only a little sketchy. Like if I... Yeah, maybe let's look for something a little safer. I'm gonna go get a thing from the kitchen. All right, what plate materials and keycaps do Gadax play nice with? A lot of stuff, dude. Are you not meant to use the blank space in the middle as a palette for lube? I mean, I'll use it to get excess lube off of an applicator, generally. Let me get myself an applicator. There is not. You may enter. Okay. Let's do it, lads. Let's go into manual focus. Oh, baby. Wait, was that already manually focused correctly? Oh, I mean, correctly is a strong word, but... If I back it up, though. Let me back that ass up. Yeah. Okay. How is that? Is that any good? I kind of want to shoot at like a downward angle. You know what I mean? Oh, is that any better? I can't tell. Oh, I don't know, it feels better. Oh, yeah. Lube me up, baby. Let's go. There won't be any like extreme close-ups, but hey. Gonna start at the bottom. Yeah, fuck it, I'll start at the bottom. Nice. Oh. Shit, I lost track. I very much lost track. Okay, I'm here. All right, bottom 2 rows are done. Let me take a small break. And realistically, we can do a top down and then get ourselves. How's that looking? Wow. Cinematography. Look at all those cinnamons. Ah. Mm. Ooh. Was everyone so quiet? What's going on, guys? You guys okay? You guys need an adult. I know Loop streams are supposed to be like very chill, but come on. I'm not okay. It's okay, dude. None of us are okay. Nobody's okay. Nobody's having a great time, except for Shark. Hello, Shark. Are you lubing these with RO59? Absolutely. Very, very liquidy RO59. Oh, it's a special formula. See, instead of using it as a dry lube, I use it as a wet lube. All right, let's get a little action. All right. That is 3 rows done. We're so good at this. Just so good at this. Where the fuck can I get good 205 grade 0? All the stuff I get separates after some time. Just buy a kilo. Or like half a kilo. Buy from Crytox. Cut out the middleman. Be the lube man. Be the lube man that... Like, you want to see what good grade 0 should look like? There you go. That's good grade 0. Like, it should look like a thick cream. Like a thick white cream with a uniform color. That is 205 grade 0. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, this, like, I literally witnessed this come straight out of, like, the Crytox jar and go into this, so, like, I can produce 205 grade 0. Yeah, that's the issue. All the shitty 205s are hand-mixed instead of, like, properly binded. Hello, Simon. Lube switches with extra virgin olive oil and gifted it to someone. See? The gift of sharing. Alright. 1 sec. I gotta go blow my nose very loudly over there. Can you buy from Crytox? I mean, you can buy from distributors. They'll sell you like a half kilo. I'm not mistaken, on the topic of Crytox, I think you can buy it from Cameras, or yeah. Pee hair. All right, let me bang out this row like easy while I drink some wines. Nice. Buying lube in bulk seems like a bad idea unless you're a vendor, or unless you're like a lube enjoyer. Like, if I could buy a 55-gallon drum of just like Crytox, oh, that'd be amazing. I'd dip myself into the drum, and then just like slide around my house like a slug. That'd be amazing. Or a snail? A snail, I guess. Isn't that a copy pasta? Yeah. Wait, is what a copy pasta? Buying a drum of lube? Sliding around your house like a slug? Shit, I once again have no idea where I was. Okay, I'm here. That feel one you lube so good, you can't even tell where you've lubed without a flashlight. To be fair, that's how it should be with oils, because with oils, if you overlube, you're kind of fucked. I just went the wrong way, didn't I? I am literally brain damaged. Okay, we're here. Nice. I would have thought you are over-lubing, seeing as how you pick up the lube. Well, I'll pick up the lube from the lube container here, and there will be quite a lot on the tip, so what I'll do is I'll dab it on here to try and just like get it off the tip. Then, you know, I'll hit a switch. And if I hit a switch and I feel like there's too much lube on it, what I can do is basically grab some of the lube from one switch, move it to the next switch, without like redunking. I don't know, you just kind of get a feel for it as you do it. Is there not like a vendor that has actually good Crytox? Sand keys. SKME. Suck me. You forgot to mention the part where a distributor will quote you like $5,000 for a kilo. It's not $5,000. It's around 1,000 for a kilo. That's a solid deal. At least in EU. Well, in EU, I mean, you can't spell cucked without E and U, so. I guess it just kind of comes with the territory. Of like, EU just can't have nice things. Alright. We got 2 more rows to go and we're good. But yeah, like memes aside, if you like want to pick up like 100% confirmed good lube, like I would like stake my life on it, Sankey's. Like pick up switches or whatever from there to like make it worth your while. Like shipping is like $30 anywhere in the world, so just like buy enough shit. Hope you're having a good day. You know what? I hope you're having a good day. Oh, I'm not having a good week. I'm grinding out some dumb shit in RuneScape. You'll hear all about it in my next RuneScape YouTube video. And for the record, if you're not subscribed, if you care about RuneScape, youtube.com/WhiteSimon. I think I have like 56 subscribers. Let's find out. I have 53 subscribers. Let's try and get that to 52 by the end of the stream. Let's have somebody unsub. Alright, we've only got the top 2 rows to go, so I'm gonna chill, because like I've kind of like spoodruned. I spoodruned the shit out of like the rest of them, so. I'm just a professional spoodruner. I do want to keep like throwing these around a little bit, try and spread the lube around. What keep am I putting these on? Something made out of wood that I showed early in the stream. Once we finish everything, I'll show you the board again. It's pretty dope. It's a wooden 65, but not in the stupid way where like it's a single piece of wood. No, it's 2 pieces of wood that are seamed. So it's a seamed build, and it's... Check YouTube subs again. Did you unsub? Oh. It went up. Feels bad. I expected it to go down by 1. Alright, let's get a little bit more wine. And let me do the super long row. It's gonna take me a little while. That is a big PP haircut. declared a board at like full value while sending it through normal post, and I got dicked on import. Sorry for declaring wrong value. I mean, you couldn't have possibly known that like recent changes to like the Emirates post system have just, for the record, like more than 50% of what I paid, like I think like 60 something percent of what I paid was just fees, not customs, not tax, just fees on top of like customs and tax, because it was valued at over 1,000 dirhams, which is round about $300 if I'm not mistaken. But if you send shit with like FedEx, DHL, whatever, it's not as bad. And like Emirates Post will do this dumb fucking thing where like even if you send it as courier, which means like by law they have to bring it to your house, they will charge me shipping to bring it to my house. Which is fucking stupid. Because that's baked into the price that like the shipper pays. But no, you as the receiver also have to pay because fuck you. Alright, there, we've done it. That should be every single switch lubed. Now, let me make sure using my incredibly ingenious and like very high technology method. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, it all looks lubed. We nailed it. Alright, gonna play with these springs a little bit. Get them adequately lubed. You can tell that like I've basically over lubed them, but it's fine. Like excess lube will just settle at the bottom of the jar. Excuse me. Oh boy, I can't wait to smell this. Oh, Lord! That smells like you gave somebody an enema with fucking jet fuel. Oof. Whoa, that is bad. Ah. Alright, well, let's get our springs on, baby. I really want to, like, reorient my, like, top-down cam to not be top-down. Proceeds to sip alcohol? Well, yeah, it's gonna kill all of the germs. That's how it works, right? Am I getting more emails, dude? Can you stop emailing me? Is it more Google Analytics? Yep, another Google Analytics. I love it when you're, like, when you have literally like 20 Google Analytics accounts because, you know, 20 different companies, you just get 20 emails with the same fucking shit. These are like really stuck together. Oh, let's fix that right now. Alright, that should be better. Yeah, for the record, like if your springs are stuck together, just like put them in a jar and smack the jar on the table. It actually works better than like any other technique. Because if you like try and manually unwind them, it's like trying to like unwrap like Christmas lights. It's a fucking nightmare. Like, you're better off just, like, slapping it. Just slapping them and slapping them and slapping them and slapping them. Also, hi, Swami. These are very moist springs. Like, these are the moistest springs of, like, lubed up in a while. These are going to be quite moist, if you know what I mean. Simon, would you ever rock the stash alone? I have. Have you not seen, like, handlebar mustache, Simon? What are we lubing? Your mom. Some Gat X. And then your mom. Somebody should just make a Switch and just call it your mom. Just for the memes. I should do that. Alright. Let me start a Kickstarter campaign. For the new Cherry Your Mom. Ooh, that's a double. It doesn't look like a double. But I know a double if I see a double. That is a double. Ah, you're trying to fucking sneak in there with your cousin. Nice try. This is a no incest household. You are aware that you could sell anything that you wanted to the community, right? You say that, but like my largest project, which was ISO, didn't even hit MOQ. So, you say that. To be fair, that was like before, you know, I streamed and shit, but still, I was still an active member of the community and people knew me. Alright, a lot of these are stuck together again, so we're gonna, once again... Get wood in 2021. Fun fact, most of it didn't even get shipped until 2021. Even though the group buy happened in fucking 2019? Or 2018? I think 2019. Dude, every time I work with LSD oil, my eyes get so itchy. It's literally like, you know, like when you're eating like spicy food with your hands, your eyes get so itchy. Your eyes just want to die all the time. I swear. Like, I think like subconsciously our brains are just trying to blind us because it's just like, no, fuck this planet. I don't want to see it anymore. Why are you still using it? Because it's a really good lube for a really cheap price that works really great on springs and costs basically zero forever. Like $8 of it will last you your entire lifetime. Ten times the cancer? That's not true, dude. That's just not true. Whoa, whoa, guys, I just found the most amazing thing in the universe. I found two springs stuck together, but they made a baby. They made a baby. Guys, look at the miracle of life. Look at the miracle of life. I've literally never seen that. They actually made a baby. Nature finds a way. It's so cute and small. It's the smallest spring I've ever seen. So this is what's going on in those springs factory in China? I guess so. Wait, are TX springs made in China? I thought they were made in Korea. Why would they be made in Korea? Because realistically, the cost of spring manufacturing in Korea and China, like, are close enough together where it might make financial sense to do it locally to save on shipping. Can't be made in Korea, birth rate is collapsing. True. True. To be fair, birth rate is collapsing everywhere, including China. Like, not as bad as, like, other countries, but yeah. To be fair, a lot of that was engineered. But now they need to, like, un-engineer it. Simon TX is essentially a Chinese company with Korean branding. I mean, so is Apple. Does that mean Apple bad? Yes, it means Apple bad. Everything is a fucking Chinese company. Korea is #1 lowest birth rate and Taiwan is #2. That's not true. I think as of 2023, Japan is winning. Though it might have been in the year-over-year change, not in the like absolute like bottom. They're definitely the lowest in one way or another. I just forget which way they are. Hentai destroying our populations. I mean, unlivable conditions that are too expensive for people to be able to afford children is destroying our population. Like, everybody now is smart enough to realize, oh yeah, children cost money and we don't have money, so let's just not have children. And then the governments of the world and the corporations are super pissed. They're like, no, why aren't you having children while we're raising prices of everything? How are we going to have more slaves for the future to work for us for essentially slavery? Have more children, guys. And then, like, we as a people, I'm so surprised that, like, we as a people, like, with the exception of, you know, Africa for reasons, are just like, no, we're just not going to have more children. Fuck you. Simon, but Shinzo Abe would have wanted you to have 2 kids. Isn't that the dude that got, like, murdered with the Borderlands 2 shotgun? Dude died doing what he loved. Getting shot in the head. Or no, was he not shot in the head? I think he was, like, shot in the chest or something. I don't know, I never remembered the details except for, like, the hilarious gun that was made out of, like craft store supplies. Like, not even, like, hardware store, it was just, like, arts and crafts store stuff. What springs? These are TX 55-gram mediums. The finest of 55-gram mediums that I currently have in this jar. Per capita age and highest population density is Gaza, by the way. I mean, not if Israel has their way. And by Israel, I mean, you know, America. Yay! That's all the spring's done. That happened because they got no Second Amendment in Japan. Imagine if there were more guns, it would be more safe. I mean, listen, having that type of mentality is like a very, very shallow American mentality. Like, Switzerland has a buttload of guns. Finland has a buttload of guns. Like, in Canada, I can buy like a Barrett 50 cal fucking anti-material rifle. It's legal. Other countries have plenty of fucking guns. They don't have that much gun violence, go figure. It's almost like the underlying problem isn't the guns, it's who we give the guns to and how we, like, educate the masses. Have you found a reliable or good source of cheap bulk springs? I mean, I've just been using TX. Politics stream? Every stream is a politics stream. Politics is always fun to talk about. Because it's hilarious. Because there's only like two kinds of people in politics. People that see the world as it actually is and realize that everything is entirely fucked. And that everything is a lie. And then everyone else who like actually cares about what they think politics is. Like, do I think you should be able to have guns in the United States? Absolutely. Have all the fucking guns you want. I'm down. I love guns. Guns are fucking great. Oh, but how do we solve gun violence? Literally look at a country that has solved gun violence and copy their laws. You're done. Literally just fucking just cheat off your fucking neighbor. Switzerland requires you to keep your gun after military service. Have to hide it in your house. An inspector must not find it or you'll be fined. That works. I mean, listen, anything that's working, no matter how stupid it sounds, it works. Just fucking do that. Canada, lots of guns? Yeah, absolutely. Like, the only restriction, like, the only heavy restrictions that Canada has is, like, you know, you can't have a magazine with, like, 1 billion bullets in it. You know, that makes sense. Because, like, you'd only need that in a war. Didn't the shooting happen in Serbia recently? I mean, I'm pretty sure there's, like, enough violence in Serbia without the need for guns. I'm not saying Serbia is unsafe. I'm just saying, like, those motherfuckers have been through some shit. They're absolutely the type of people to fucking stab each other over an argument. If more people equals more GDP, why aren't governments incentivizing people to have more kids? I really don't get it. Well, because incentivizing means financially incentivizing, right? Because that's the only way you can realistically incentivize anything. But where does the money actually go? Unfortunately, one, the money doesn't go to the government. Like, the majority of fucking taxes that should be paid don't fucking go to a government. Like, what is it? Like, high 90% of US GDP is from companies, not from people, and yet people pay the majority of the tax. So, let's say theoretically everyone paid their taxes. Then yeah, you'd also need to abolish bribery, aka lobbying. And then yeah, you could actually have like a good incentivized program. And I know that that sounds like a very US-centric thing that I just said, but this applies to every fucking country. Every single country on the planet has been taken over by capitalism. And that includes the like very obviously communist countries. It's just, you know, happening with like different labels on it, but it's all the fucking same shit everywhere. We sold out the planets to companies and now we're fucked. And as a result, humanity is dying off. And it's all the companies' faults. We'd need that in the event of an invasion. To be honest, America and Canada would be extremely painful to invade. See, that would have made a lot of sense with like World War II technology. But the modern battlefield is very few people on the ground with actual guns, like in an actual true invasion, and is more about technology, artillery, air superiority, and, you know, shit like that. Like, the reason why, you know, people in the US should have guns is to protect themselves from the government. That's literally what the Second Amendment says. Is in order for the government to not fuck you, we're gonna let some people have guns. Though they say militia, not like everyday people, but whatever. Interpret it as you wish. And yeah, that makes sense. But again, everybody's too fucking lazy to fucking go out and even vote. You think they're gonna have the fucking balls to go out and go against the government? I don't know. Also, why is AI poised to take away creative jobs like writing, coding, art generation instead of taking away jobs like cleaning and chores? It's not. It's not doing those things. AI is what the metaverse was 2 years ago, which is things for investors to get horny about and to get dumb money onto projects to become overvalued so they can inflate fucking market caps and make billions and trillions of dollars off the backs of hardworking people. AI is nowhere near useful. Like, it has very niche uses, and those very niche uses existed before the big AI hype of fucking 2021 to 2024. The companies that, you know, are profitably using AI are companies that have been profitably using AI for many years. Who the fuck are they voting though? Bad red guy or bad blue guy? I mean, one of the two is actually worse. Because, like, I don't know. Like, the simplest way to phrase it is that, like, a lot of people think that, like, media's job is to tell you the news. It's not. They're a company. The media's job is to make money. So they'll just fucking say whatever bullshit they want to say and follow shit that stirs up fucking, like, controversy instead of, you know, telling you the truth about things. And if you look at the truth, aka you look at, like, laws that have been passed by particular political parties, you'll very clearly see what their agenda is, what they're trying to specifically do. And one of the two parties has actually been passing very good legislature that helps people. And the other one has been doing dumb shit, like yelling very loudly and taking money away from poor people and giving it to rich people. You could probably figure out which is which. But yes, and also voting doesn't fucking matter anyway. The popular vote has no fucking sway over what actually happens, at least in terms of, like, presidential elections. But you can vote for people, like, in your local government, and that actually makes a fucking difference. Because day to day, those are the people that can actually, like, make changes in your life. Is it the one that made slavery illegal? Sure. If voting actually worked, it would be prohibited? You're probably not wrong. I mean, it basically is. They've made it so nobody can fucking vote. So, yay. I mean, at the end of the day, like, we bitch and moan about a lot of stuff, but there is a silver lining, okay? Like, we do have a quality of life that is significantly better than ever before if you ignore the fact that, you know, the majority of the world is riddled in debt and essentially enslaved to their corporate overlords for the rest of their lives until they die. But if you ignore that, we're doing all right. You know, we have healthcare if you're rich, and we have security if you're rich, and we have other stuff if you're rich. Saw some TED Talk where they said congressmen have a 15% approval rating, but have like a 94. I mean, I wouldn't blanket say, like, I presume there are some good Congress people up there, you know. Like, solving corruption in US government is really fucking easy. It's really fucking easy. You're not allowed to make any investment decisions, period. You move it into a blind trust. 2, ban lobbying. Bribery should be illegal. Done. That's it. And that includes, like, think tanks, all that shit. Anybody that is paid to sway political opinion, illegal. Put them in jail for treason. Done. There you go. You just fucking solved it. If nobody can find a way to, like, actually drain money out of the system, they might actually do their fucking jobs. Problem is that people should be in charge, don't want to be in charge. Also true, you know. Honestly, like, if I could get, like, I don't know, 100 million people to vote for a particular president, I'd vote like a cat. Okay? A cat's not gonna fuck anything up. Problem solved. But that cat should still have veto powers. or people in Congress slash Senate that receive lobbying money should display it like NASCAR sponsorships? No. That's one step closer to idiocracy, and we don't want that. We're trying to go the other way. I don't need President Camacho Mountain Dew Herbert to be wearing fucking company slogans on his fucking presidential suit. But yeah, TLDR bribery should be illegal. That's it. And people that have the power to sway laws should not have the power to make money. Like themselves. They can lock up their money in a trust and problem solved. And yeah, I know that still opens up, like, you know, political power plays and shit like that. But still, maybe make it like a lifetime thing. If you ever fucking run for any sort of government position, you can just never invest ever. Directly. It has to be a blind trust. I mean, no matter what the fuck happens, things are still gonna be fucked up, so make the world the best world you can for you. Lube all the keyboard switches. Put them in wooden boards. Type on them. Nobody can stop you. Okay? They can take my keyboards from my cold dead hands. Or if I'm starving to death, I'm selling them. Again. Very rare to find a streamer who thinks like me. I doubt it. I think a lot of people think like me. It's just people don't know how to, like, articulate what's fucking wrong with the world. I mean, it is what it is. Nobody can fucking fix the world. You know, unless theoretically we get like an extinction level event. That'd be great. Like, as long as we all die quickly and like painlessly, fine, problem fucking solved. Earth can go back to doing the shit it was doing 15,000 years ago, aka not giving a shit. Don't you sometimes feel that the world needs a Dr. Manhattan from Watchmen to unite everyone? I think that we as a society internationally have just gotten so fucking apathetic that there is no hope for any rallying cry that could actually unite the people that matter. There are rallying cries that'll, you know, unite racists and fucking conspiracy nuts, but pretty much nothing else. I think we have lost our balls. Not even invading aliens. Companies would find a way to monetize it and sell it to us, and somehow still make money even though money is fucking worthless, and we would still basically all be fucking slaves. Still to the corporations, even though the aliens are now here. Nothing would fucking change. What they don't show you in Independence Day is, like, you know, all the companies that took the technology and built intellectual property and then fucking patented that shit and then became trillionaires and then, you know, used third world country manpower to fucking gain advantage over other countries in the world and then, you know, establish even more military dominance over places with like resources that would have been necessary to build that technology. Yeah. That's what they don't show you. But that's absolutely what fucking happened. We all know that. Do you know the book Seven Eyes by Neil Stephenson? I don't. What's it about? Is it like fiction? Not a big fan of fiction. I pretty much exclusively read economics books. That's why I'm so good at monies. Hard sci-fi? Maybe I'd be down. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, there it is. 69 minus 1 switches lubed. Let me just science this and make sure nothing is super fucked. aka like me putting the stem in backwards or some dumb shit. Yep, these all feel great. Any idea on how Japan can reverse its downward trend? It can't. It's a cultural issue. Japan is a country that requires immigrants pretty much more than any other country in the world. And yet, they're the most racist towards anybody that is not Japanese. Their ideals are not their technology, but their ideals are behind by 50 to 100 years. And I think that in the grand scheme of things, this is natural selection at its best. If Japan was an animal and it wasn't capable of sustaining itself, it deserves to die. That's my take. Or unless, you know, robotics jumps forward like 40 years in terms of progress, maybe that's a solution. Do you prefer half plate or regular plate? It depends. I mean, if we're talking like really soft polycarbonate, I prefer a half plate. Because at that point, like I'm already going for flex. But if it's something where like I'm trying to go for bounce, full plate has its you know, its thing. Who's my favorite economist? When I say I read economy books, it's not by economists, it's by like hedge fund managers and, you know, people within that realm. Because they have a unique take on macroeconomics. Like, I don't care about like how the economy works in theory. I care about how the economy works in reality and how it actually affects the price of goods, services, and equity. More like finance? Yeah. But I like macroeconomic takes on finance. I don't know, I find it interesting. It's educational. Teaches you how to see the world, you know, a different way. You learn to see a lot more cause and effect relationships between things that, you know, otherwise just seem like noise, I guess. Like, for example, like, you can eyeball the stock market right now and be like, wow, general indexes are up 9% in the last month. Annualized, that's like 119% or 120%. I'm not doing the math, I'm guessing. That is not at all sustainable. Why the fuck is that happening? Because a whole bunch of dumb people think AI is going to be a thing, but it's not. This is a pump and dump. Nice. Okay, so the play is go market neutral. And then you can also look at, you know, strength of the dollar versus other currencies. You look at gold as an indication of like how the dollar is doing and how inflation is doing realistically, because gold has never truly gained value. Money has just lost value. What do you think about the Belt and Road stuff? I don't know what that is. What is that? I may know it by a different name. What's that? Yay. Hey, look at that. We looped 68 switches in an hour, including like all the parts. We're such good streamers. We don't even milk it. China's strategy to develop rail and shipping lanes across the world to link themselves directly to EU and Africa. I think that, like, if we're talking like super long term, first of all, China has always had a very unique ability of taking the risky investments 10, 20 years before it was necessary. Look at lithium mines worldwide, especially like in Africa and other places where people can be easily taken advantage of. China in the early 2000s went and hit, basically, they bought up like 80% of the lithium mines in the world because they saw the future potential of lithium ion and lithium polymer batteries, which, cool. But then sometimes they make very, very brain-dead decisions. If we look at the current relationship between China and the US, America's trying very, very hard to be like China bad. And why do you think that is? Do you think it's because of politics? No, it's because of money. You know, they realize that if China makes all the things, we can't make the things. Then China makes the money and we don't make the money. How do we make the money? China bad. Let's just we do war with China. It's not a ground war yet, but it's a economic, political war already, as well as a technological war. And I think that realistically, if China tries to strong arm its way similarly into the EU and Africa, even though Africa is not as united as the EU is, will basically do the same thing and realize, oh shit, you know, we need to make our own money. We can't just be giving all our fucking money to China. But the US is the one that threw out their own manufacturing and gave it to China? Not on purpose. I don't think they did it on purpose. I think it was done out of sheer fucking incompetence. Like, if you're talking about, like, companies that have chosen to produce in China versus produce in the US, yeah, that makes fucking financial sense. Easy. But what do those companies, like, actually do to benefit the US government? Or the US as a whole? Very little in the grand scheme of things. I mean, I live in a country that is 0% tax, and I pay more tax than Facebook does. A $2 trillion fucking company. China's facing the same demographic problems as Western countries. I mean, I know that there's like a very strong issue with, you know, people finding employment, even like educated people. And I don't know what that's really indicative of. Like, is it an indication of lack of belief in investors to actually start Chinese projects? Probably. Not because they're afraid it's not going to be financially, you know, feasible, but they're afraid that, you know, a near totalitarian government is going to be able to just fucking turn things 180 tomorrow and screw them out of everything they could possibly have. When you've got a situation like that, it's kind of rough. I don't know. I haven't looked super deep into like stuff that's happening in China because who the fuck can you trust? All the media sources in China are literally the government. And anything out of China is going to be biased one way or another, so I don't fucking know. Like, nobody right now is having a good time country-wise. Alright, let's have ourselves another look at the very nice keyboard. And then we'll do some Q&A. Alright, let's put this in a bag and label that bag thoroughly in a way that I will be able to understand what it says. This is literally why I can't find files on my computer. That's what's happening now in South America. They're placing high tariffs on Chinese-made products because they realize they need to protect their own manufacturing sector. Yeah. I mean, what can you do? Ugh. All right, for those of you that missed it, I will show you the keyboards. First of all, it is a gasket mount 65%. This is the plate. For the record, this is way too fucking sharp, as is the polycarbonate plate, by the way. At least the internal plate holes for this one is a lot better. The internal plate holes on the PC are kind of rough. They look like they were done with a mill, like a 3-axis mill. Oh, it smells so good. Fucking love the smell of this keyboard. We're changing plate manual? Yeah, I hope so. Oh, All right, so we got ourselves a wrist rest made out of beautiful acacia. And we've got ourselves a keyboard made out of beautiful acacia. That, there's a seam, by the way. It's like, you see it? You see the seam? So it's a seamed top-bottom gasket mount 65 made out of wood. It's nice. I just can't get over the smell. The smell is just so good. It's just too good. Like, I might actually enjoy this. Now, the question is, like, how is it gonna sound? Wooden koala size, we're living in the future? Yeah. It's very nice. I'm not complaining. It will still sound woody. I don't know. I hope I like the sound. I'm probably gonna go with the polycarbonate plate because I'm afraid carbon fiber might just be a little too high pitched for this. And I'll toy around with it. Like, I'm thinking polycarbonate plate, but then like ABS caps. It's thermally modified, so it'll sound harder. Oh yeah, true. Because like the issue that exists with wooden boards is how do you deal with expansion and contraction? How do you deal with, you know, wood? It's wood. And when you have, you know, two pieces of wood that are literally screwed together, how are you going to prevent it from getting all fucked up? So you have to thermally treat it. And that basically is like doing a temper on aluminum. So I guess maybe PC plate, GATX, and I guess some nice thick PBT. How come you accepted the board? Because James made this. And James has made a lot of good shit. So, also I have had some minor involvement in the choices made for this, like very minor. Like, I think I looked at a picture and like drew a red circle at least once. Oh, I just can't get over the smell. I wish you guys could smell. Nice wood. Oh yeah. That's nice, dude. It's nice. Like, this is from like a nice big piece of wood too. Like, judging by like how big the arcs are on this is from like a big ass piece of wood. Here, I'll give you guys a cinematic tour of the wood. Check out that wood, baby. Check out that wood. And like the machining is very, very clean, because normally like you'll get splintering, you'll get like cracking, shit like that when you're trying to machine stuff like this. It's nice to see. Like this right here, you see that? Where like there's a tiny bit of chipping when they tried to mill this. I mean, that's gonna fucking happen. It's wood. But besides that, the rest looks good. Like, honestly, it looks pretty fucking good. It's a little knot. Nature. Yeah, it looks good. Like, the only thing is there's some light pitting, which is just like from the wood itself. So like, even though the grain goes like this, you can see these lines, and some of those lines are like actually like a little deep. Like you can see them like penetrate the surface because wood. Is this the underside? Yep, this is the underside. And this is the overside. It's a nice cute 65. We'll be building it next week. We prepped all the switches for it. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's good. Like, design-wise, like machining-wise, proportions-wise, all that. Oh, and smell-wise, it's great. Let's see if like the build experience is okay. I hope it is. And we'll see if like the sound is okay. The feel is going to be simple. It's just gasket. But yeah, I like this. I really wish you guys had smell-o-vision. It just smells so unique. It's a very unique smell. It smells like rich mahogany.
I fucking
it doesn't.
love
Doesn't smell
knobs.
anything like mahogany. Rockhon, how you doing, dude? But a thank you for your old cherry picking video? Wait. I have an old cherry picking video? Question mark? Do you mean new cherry picking video? Was it a soldering video or a lubing video? I don't think I had an old cherry picking video. My cherry picking video is from like a couple months ago. All right, I have a question. This is pressure treated, right? So what if I like accidentally some wine all over it? Would that be bad? I'm just asking for a friend. It's not pressure, it's thermal. Ah, so it's cooked. It's cooked wood. It's been baked, if you know what I mean. I wish I was baked. Like a potato. Alright, I mean, we're pretty much good to go. Baked in a vacuum chamber. Okay, so what is pressure? It's just negative pressure. Is there any chance that this case catches on fire? There's one way to find out. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna light it on fire. I presume it would be really hard to light this on fire. Like if you threw it into like an already lit fireplace with wood in it, I guess it would burn. You could drill a hole and smoke hot out of it. I mean, I'd rather use this because this is like a more solid piece. And also, for those of you asking, what does it sound like? I mean, I don't know yet, but... sounds like that. Oh. Alright, let's go Q&A mode. There we go. If you have any questions, we can hang out and chill. Let me put this keyboard away safely because I don't want Ham to like knock it off the desk. Like I'm pretty sure like if this fell off the desk, like it would chip. Get it? Wood chip? Wood chip. So when deciding half plate versus regular plate, do you care about the feeling but sounding wise don't help plateless sound amazing? Or am I tripping? I mean, to answer your confusing question, like going, like I wouldn't go half plate on something that I know is gonna sound like more high pitched than I'm comfortable with. If it's something that like will actually benefit from having like the sound benefit of having a full plate, I will go with a full plate. But if it's something where like I know I can get some solid flex out of it and like it's something real enjoyable, I'll everything is a trade-off in the keyboard hobby. You know, you want it to be more, you want things to be more thin and flexy, they're going to be higher pitch. You want things to be thicker, they're going to hurt your hands more. But it's all about like finding a middle ground and what you like. I still can't get over how fucking thick this case is. Look at it. Look at it. How thick this is. Here's a Ron for comparison. Ah. If I tried any JJW, I don't know what that is. Is that like a real keyboard? By that I mean, is that like an actual like manufacturer that makes keyboards, or is that like memes? Is it China? Is it designer? Really? What have they done? Oh, Cloudline, Derivative, and Moment. I don't know anything about that. Any new Switch coming out recently that you're keen to try? No. Every new Switch is worse than the Switch before it. Obviously, there are exceptions, but no. It's very rare when, like, I'm actually interested for a new Switch. The last new Switch I was, like, actually, like, impressed with was GAT Pros. Full Milky Factory Loop GAT Pros. Like, actually impressed with. We're like I'll give you like a brief sample of what happened. So Paul brought 2 Switches to my house. He gave me 1 Switch. I pressed it 1 time. I told him I want 1,000. That's it. But most Switches that I try, I'll press them once and I'll just be like, nope. No, thank you. Would you consider a desoldering gun a good investment if one needs to harvest switches out of more than one board? So here's my take on desoldering guns. Do not buy anything cheaper than this. If you cannot afford an FR330, FR301. If you cannot afford an FR301, do not buy a desoldering gun because they're all dog shit. If you're going to desolder more than 50 boards a year, yeah, go for it. Get it. If you're going to make a business, bro, I wish the camera would focus on me. Bro, it's here. I am here. Look at me. Fucking camera, dude. So if you're going to do more than 50 boards a year, or if you're going to make money from desoldering, buy an FR301. If you cannot afford an FR301, do not buy anything else. Because it will clog, it will break, it will be unusable, and take the amount that you spent, like $150, it's gone. Gone. I fucked up my Cycle 7 PCB by my own stupidity, and the boys at ClickLack sent me a free replacement. Yeah, they're pretty good. ClickLack is a pretty fucking good vendor. Is there big maintenance on the 301? You want to clean the hole, so you get something that can clean the hole. You want to clean the filter, and get cotton pad replacements. But yeah, there is maintenance to any desoldering gun, but like maintenance on this can be done in about a minute and a half, and it will go for a full-size board before you have to do it again. Gadex R3 when? Give info, please. I wish I knew. I mean, I can just make some shit up and you guys will think I'm telling the truth. Okay, so Gadex round 3, okay? This is absolutely confirmed 100%, not bullshit. I literally live inside Paul's walls, okay? First of all, factory lube, okay? But polished rails as well, and also factory lube. And also, it's gonna have a bitchin' spring in it. And they're gonna go with a really cool color combo, which I cannot yet disclose, but it might be orange. Is it an every time thing when you change filter? No, like you buy a pack of 5 filters from Amazon for like $10 and they'll last you like a year. Like, yeah, I have yet to even like open my pack of filters. How many are? Yeah, there's 10 in a pack, so they'll last you for a year. Oh. What's your preferred lube for linears, like MX Blacks? 204. 204 grade 0. I know that a lot of people will like default to 205 grade 0, but like 205 is a little bit too viscous. And I would only go 205 if you're trying to get some acoustic benefits, not feel benefits. But my go-to is 204 grade 0. If you're comfy going 203, go 203. That's great, not so high running cost. It's not super high. It's not super high. One thing you do want to get is you want to get a device that can actually like get in the tip. And while you do that, you also want to pick up a good tip for desoldering switches. The stock one is dog shit. This one is special. It's 1.3 millimeter, which means it fits perfectly over a switch pad and does the suck. How would 203 feel compared to 204? You're going to feel less resistance with 203 over 204. But with 204, you're going to get a little bit of a deeper, like, bottom out and top out sound if you lube your tops and bottoms. My PP would do perfectly to clean that gun. I mean, you'd think so, but like, it has to be real small. Like, real small. Stop. Oh, now you're gonna fucking focus on me, camera. Yeah. Like, this is sharp enough to, like, go through my hand by accident. Are you challenging me? I mean, no. No with, like, a question mark at the end. Okay, camera, hello, I'm here. I don't understand why my camera just hates my face. Bro, I'm here. Help. Oh no, I'm gone. Feels bad. Is there a tribosis equivalent of 204, or it's just a different lube? I don't see people using that on linears. I mean, first of all, forget the branding, okay? You have 203, 204, 205, and technically 206. And then you have grade 00 to grade 2. Avoid grade 2. Grade 2 is pure grease, okay? You want grade 0 or grade 00. I don't know who you buy it from and what, like, the branding terms are, but, like, the simplest way is 204 G0, 205 G0, and then in very rare circumstances, particularly, like, tactiles, I'd go 203. And yes, 3204 is the same as 204 grade 0. It's the same. Give dark matter a try. Okay. What's it about? Wait, one sec. Let me grab a keyboard. Oh, heavy boy. Damn, boy, he's thick. Oh. Dark matter. This one? Wait, you said 2024? Ah. Ooh, another Apple original. Dude, Apple has been doing some good shit. Add. Is everything out? Almost everything is out. Alright, fetch. Also, why do I have the stupid thing? Why do I have this stupid thing? Turn off the stupid thing. There's the stupid thing. What switches? We lubed some GAT-X. Round 1 GAT-X. That was pretty dope. Alright, that'll fetch it. Let's go back to Q&A. You could get one of those lenses with wireless dials where you can adjust the manual focus through a knob. See, you say that. The issue is I have a face cam. I have an overhead cam. I have a macro cam. I have a room cam. And I have another secret camera that we don't talk about, okay? It's impossible for me to control all of them while doing keyboard stuff and talking. I thought you ran out of GAT-X round 1. I mean, I have like 15 switches left after this. But only the face cam needs manual focus adjusting. It shouldn't. Like, most of the time, it's like amazing autofocus. Like, it should just slap. It's just when my mic arm is like in the way. Yeah, like the autofocus on this camera is like the best I've ever seen. Like, it's god tier. Like, it's super fucking good. And I'm shooting at like f1.4. Like, it's the best lens I've ever used. Yeah, it's really good. I think I have like something set up. Like, I just need to set it up so like it has like face tracking hold, but also product showcase. I want to know how much your lens is. It wasn't that expensive. It's a Sigma E mount, like full E mount, FE, 35mm 1.4. It's like $600, I think, but it's really good for what it is. Like a Sony G Master equivalent would probably be like $2,000 or some shit. My friend is also shilling Sigma lenses. I mean, to be fair, I run native Sony 90mm macro on my macro cam. I run a Sony 18-105 on that one. So this is my only Sigma lens. But like, this is an exception because it's just so good for video. I don't know if it's any good for photo. But yeah. To be fair though, the autofocus is not because of the lens, it's because of the camera. The camera is bitchin'. All other lenses are cuck lenses. Here's the thing, for video, like the standards are different than with photo. Because with photo, like you're not actively like focusing on things continuously, right? But with video, you always have to be. You need to keep a fixed aperture. You need to be able to just like instantly like focus on something, focus back, remember where you are focusing. It needs to be like smooth, seamless, without like actually like moving the lens itself and changing the center of balance. Like especially if you have something on a jig, for example. But yeah. Oh, do you do camera stuff for work, or you just fell into this as a hobby? I learned cameras once I started streaming. Like I started streaming with this. And we've come a long way. I also learned audio, I learned editing, I learned lighting, because apparently that's like the most important thing. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I just kind of learned. Didn't have a choice. Heard anything about the Cycle 8? I should have it like next week or this week. I don't even know. Like I got a notification from FedEx on my other phone, which I don't have. And I got like the customs. Customs is like $8. See, that's how you do it. That's how you ship me things. You FedEx me it, and you put like the value at like gift. Got one of those bad boys on my monitor right now. Wait, which one? Oh, you mean Logitech? We got some real cams on my other desk when I do build streams. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like I have invested so heavily into like camera and audio equipment on this channel, not because like it really makes the stream better, it's just because I wanted to. It was just fun. Like we went all out, even like audio wise. Like this is a matched pair of like Rode NT5s for sound testing. It's kind of overkill, but we got it. Customs in UAE do not check for underdeclared goods. Okay, so here's the thing. This is not legal advice, okay? This is absolutely legal advice. Just because a thing, okay, is worth $16 million. If somebody sells it to you for $1, they sold it to you for $1. If I can prove that they sold it to me for $1, then the customs is $1, okay? It's not the value that customs thinks it is, legally. It's the value that you fucking paid. So as long as you have an invoice, Photoshop, you can pay whatever the fuck you want. You got one of those ear mics for headphones testing? No, I wouldn't do that. The only thing I sound test is keyboards. So the legal advice I'm giving you is commit crimes, okay? Do fraud. Absolutely do fraud. Okay? Tax is theft. In theory, yes. In practice, good. Good luck providing to European customs officer with all the power that your GMK said is worth $5. Not worth $5. You paid $5. That's the difference. Oh, I found it. I found a Kate hair. It's literally like a meter long. I don't even know how. Has Kate been rubbing herself on my desk too? And did she learn it by watching you? They're like mafia members over here. Yeah, I get it. I get it. But you can also. You have no say. It's pay up or it gets sent back. Listen. Let's say theoretically, I lived in a cuck EU country, and they were like, sir, this key set is worth $200. And I'm just gonna be like, I paid $5 for it. They're going to be like, no, but it's worth $200. And I'm going to say, well, here is the PayPal invoice. Here is my bank document. Here is the receipt that I got from the vendor. I paid $5 for this. You legally cannot fucking charge me more than its fucking value. And then watch him fucking explode. Like, he's not gonna fucking fight you if you've got like 3 forms of confirmation. The bank one is what gets you. Because what you have to do is you actually have to send that amount to somebody else. And just be like, there it is. That is what I paid. I have done this. It works. When looking at projects, how do you decide which ones are truly special? I'm getting to the point that I want to get into really special projects and not just get into everything I like. I don't know. I mean, special is preference, right? Like, the kind of shit that I like is very different from the kind of shit that like everybody else likes. And that's just totally fine. For me, I'm looking for things that like I haven't enjoyed before and I think I will enjoy. Like actually good wooden keyboard, for example. Like I've tried wooden keyboards and they've been like meh. And then, you know, somebody comes in, somebody that I trust, and they say, hey, we're working on an actually good wooden keyboard and, you know, we actually want your input on the project. And I'm just like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm down. Like, absolutely. Or, I don't know, somebody comes in with a project where they're just like, hey, normally people have been doing this for like $600 and we're just like, no, fuck you, we're doing it for $139. I'm down. I'm absolutely down. Or somebody comes in and just like, I'm gonna do a layout that's big and beautiful. I'm fucking down. I love that shit. Or, you know, some like special kind of finishing that nobody's done. There's plenty of things that would interest me. Like if somebody designed like a new unique mount that didn't look like absolute fucking memes, I'd be down. Who wouldn't be? Who wouldn't be? To be fair, I haven't been like excited about like a vast majority of products since like 2019. Like 2019 is when I noped out, and I'm just like, there's always going to be projects, there's always going to be new things, there's always going to be innovation, you know, prices are going to go down, quality's going to go up, all that shit. Taking that into account, I still want to find like, you know, the things that are going to bring me joy. I tried this once and they got me because they called the vendor. Yeah, that's why you changed the number in the invoice. You don't have it actually go to the vendor. Do you know what it costs to just like buy a phone number DID, direct inward dial, and have it point to your phone? It costs you $8. $8, okay? I know for a fact. You want to call my favorite vendor? I'll go get my other phone. Yeah, you gotta cover all your fucking bases. You gotta be a professional, okay? Where's my professional hat? Fuck, where's my professional hat? It's gone. It's gone. Alright, this is my professional hat now. False. But yeah, they got you. They got you. Now you know. Simon, you should do a professional fraud guide on YouTube. Absolutely. I should do a professional fraud guide at like, you know, a government conference just so they can fucking get me. I got onto the F1 and I don't think I'm getting the cycle. I don't mind having more than one TKL, but I feel like I shouldn't give in and get a cycle too. They're very different though. They're very different. Like I already have so many good TKL. Okay. I used to have so many fucking good TKLs. So like in a situation like that, assuming like I still had like all my boards and I had the Cycle 8, I would recommend everybody buy it, but I may not buy it. Obviously now I basically have like 2 good TKLs. Now I get where you're coming from. The Cycle 8 is like, it may not be for people that are like into like the high level of the hobby, but okay, no, if I say the high, I mean like the echelon level, like the people that are buying like the wild shit. It's definitely not for them. But for everybody like from high level to like high entry level, would absolutely like have a blast with it. I say this having not even fucking tried it, and I will try it, and I'll play around with it, and hopefully they will, you know, take my input into consideration as they have in the past. But I hope it's good. I'm sure it's fucking good. Like, I would be surprised if it wasn't good. Like, they've been doing a lot of good shit. It's like my mother told me, if you're gonna lie to me, don't be shitty at. True. 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 I'll probably only get the Cycle 8 for the He version. I don't want to wait for Gion anymore. I mean, the He is a little expensive. Like, I'm personally waiting until, like, prices across the board come down. PCBs, switches, boards, all three. Once all three have, like, come down in price where, like, I can get a nice fucking Hall effect board with switches for under 200 bucks, yeah, I'm fucking down. At that point, happily. And I'll even use it for gaming, like a true gamer. I don't know. I at least, like, early, when I say early, I mean like the first 4 or 5 years of like modern Hall effect, I think we're in like year 2 now, are gonna be good but not perfect. And I think they're like real use case for like me and other people like that are enthusiasts is gonna be just like for nice gaming boards. I think it's gonna take a little bit more time before we refine them to like their absolute maximum potential and just have the ungodliest, smoothest, wildest switches. And at that point, I'm fucking down. Wanted to buy a Venom PCB from China? I mean, just wait. Honestly, just take it easy. Remember, there will always be new projects. Hall effect is now coming in, people are seeing that opportunity, and there will be a race to the bottom in terms of price. Why are you going to get involved in the race? You can just watch it and eat your popcorn. And once the price hits your magic number, like I told you my magic number, 200 bucks, case, PCB, and switches. Once we get to that level, I'll buy something. Maybe I'll buy something higher end, like higher than 200 bucks. But like once we get to that level, I know we're at the point that I want us to be at. And that's the point at which I enter. I don't know. I treat it like entering and exiting, you know, a trading position, I guess. What was the last project that really excited me? Made you feel like when you first fell it? Spider. Spider. Dude, the Spider made me so fucking happy. If you haven't seen my Spider review, what the fuck is wrong with you? And if you're not buying a Spider at the group buy, again, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's so good. What switches did you lube? These. I want to be Simon Spider. I don't have a Spider. The review unit I got went back to the group buy runner so he could take photos of it and stuff. And I don't think I'm gonna have money to be able to buy one. Like, if I had money and I wasn't unemployed and broke, like, I'd get one in a custom color. The new Cherry inductive switches are pretty nice. Tried them at Mechanicon. At what, the Cherry booth? Where they cherry picked out of like 10,000 switches and picked like the 50 good ones that they had. Ah, I need to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Worst switches that I've ever tried. Oof. Okay. This comes with a qualifier. Because these are the worst switches I've ever tried, but I don't want you to like dig too deep into this. You know, Gaz W, also, or previously known as Heroin Bob. When he was first tuning his relationship with Utemu, he was going through like multiple variants and trying new shit. Okay, he tried something super interesting, which was like a purely clear, so like clear housing, clear stem made out of polycarbonate clicky, and it was so fucking good. Anyway, at the same time, he made a clear top, clear bottom, palm stem, tactile that was gray. And it was so hilariously fucking bad. I must still own them. They must still be somewhere in my house, unless I gave them to somebody as a joke. But those are the worst switches I've ever tried. obviously, test keys were shit. DTCs were shit. The new one, whatever it's called, that I tried, HMX, were dog shit, but they weren't as bad. But those were the worst switches I have ever tried. I don't think they were ever made available to the public. It was just like a prototype run for me to try. But boy, were they bad. Also, wait. Rage, thank you for the 8 months. NK Cream. I do hate NK Cream, but they're not that bad. Cherry employees probably don't know what a good switch is like. Okay, so believe it or not, most people, like everyday people, are good people. And people that work for like a company, like do their jobs and they're decent people. It's usually management who does fucking dumb, stupid shit and tries to extract money out of all the holes on the planet. I am certain that there are good employees at Cherry. I am certain that there are good employees at GMK. I'm sure that there are many, if not most, Cherry employees know what a good switch is. Unfortunately, fucking management doesn't. It is what it is. Like, you try and do the best despite how shitty your management is. And, you know, the best example of that is like SpaceX, I guess. You know, motherfuckers are shooting rockets into space all the time, and they got fucking elongated muskrat being like, I want to go to Uranus. I want more fins. The rocket's not pointy enough. But they still fucking do it despite the shitty management. And that's how you know that there's like good people in the company. Alright, wait. We got a gator kiss. Let me kiss the alligator real quick. Wow. Yeah. That's all MX. What about other kinds? I mean, basically any rubber dome that's not Topra BKE, or the one random fucking Samsung $4 board that I tried that had the most fucking amazing domes I've ever tried. Yeah, those are all shit. Most Alps, all linear Alps can fuck off. All linear Alps are fucking terrible. Most Space Invaders are kind of mid, but like none of them are like the worst switch I've ever tried. I'm guessing you dislike the sound of the HMX switches? No, I dislike the fact that multiple switches literally did not fit together and had blobs of plastic coming off of them that should have been caught during quality control. They were mechanically the worst switch I had ever seen. When I say mechanically, I mean like how they fit together. Hey Simon, Bussy Town is coming back. The original design in more colors and sizes. I hope there's one that's big enough for me to get a rug, and then I can play with my fire truck on it. I imagine the overwhelming majority of Cherry employees don't give a fuck about keyboards. A job is a job. I mean, probably like, you know, factory workers and stuff like that, sure. But, you know, people that will actually like marketing people that will actually go to like meetups and stuff, I'm sure they care. I mean, I hope they care. Otherwise, I'm going to be real sad. Best dome is from your mom? True. True. You're not wrong. Oh, okay. Okay, wait. I want you guys to see something, okay? I'm not touching my macro cam. I just like looked over and glanced what it was pointing at. Can you guys see? I promise, like, I didn't touch it. It was literally pointed at it. Please don't worry about it. I love that this is just randomly still on my desk. I work at a video game publisher and most employees there don't even play games. Yeah, that's not good, dude. That's not a good thing. That's kind of sad. It's kind of sad. Alright, I can take a few more questions before we end stream. I need to go look at my bread and see if the yeast has risen the bread enough, which I don't think it has, because I used the wrong kind of flour, because all-purpose flour was too expensive, and there was a discount on like whole grain flour, and apparently the ratios didn't work so good. Want to see something cursed? Open Win10 calculator and have a close look at the upper intersection between 8 and 9. I'm gonna blow your mind right now. I have the good calculator. And yes, I am on Windows 10. Yeah, sorry. Some of us are based. And for the record, if you don't believe me, I am running Windows 10. Ain't no way Simon is flexing his Windows calculator again. Do you want me to flex my fucking... What do you want me to flex? Come on. Come on. Who wouldn't flex their fucking, like, correct calculator? Should I buy Spider when I have other top/O-ring mounted TKL? I mean, if you like the Spider and you want like something like very OG in terms of design, something very classic, yeah. Can't believe you'd think I have the Windows 10 calculator, sir. I am a very competent, technologically savvy individual who runs a very highly modified version of a very highly modified version of Windows. Come on. Come on. Do we do it? Do we do it? Do we do the thing that I want to do? I don't think we should. We probably should. What bread are you making? Bread. By the way, what are you gonna do when Kate's gone? What do you mean when Kate's gone? You mean when Kate is, like, traveling? I'm gonna do the same exact stuff that I usually do. Except I'm gonna have to spend a little bit more time with him. Just a tiny bit. Like, like the usual stuff I do in the morning, business stuff that I do in the living room, I'll do here so I can hang out with him. Simon, speaking of computers, can you share some more of your computer lore that was related to a couple streams ago? How am I supposed to know what that is? And also, Whelmy, like, when you publish this book about all the Simon lore, like, am I getting any royalties? When she finds other girls' hairs on your... Oh yeah, because girls are all about keyboards. You think I need more girls in my life? I have all the girls that I want. I have Elsa, I have Beep, and I have Kate. And when we move to the US, I have 3 more cats. I'm gonna have fucking 6 cats, bro. And a Kate. 7 cats. You need more girls to look at your viewership stats? Why? If it doesn't translate to like raw income, nobody cares. Oh, you mean like we need more women viewers? We do. We do. Unfortunately, this is like, I don't know. A lot of the humor that I make is very male-centric. You know, like this, it's literally like 4th grade fucking guy humor. I think if you put on makeup, your female viewership stats would increase. See, here's the thing. Like, I'm pretty sure that like women that do like scroll and like come into my stream, they see like how aggressive and like what's the word? Raunchy I am, and they just assume that like, you know, I'm an asshole and a misogynist, which is not fucking true. But it would appear so. You know, I would fucking think that if I like stumbled across this stream and be like, why is this guy yelling about dicks? But yeah, it is what it is. You know, I'm not gonna change who I am. You know, if people want to know me, they can know me, and the people that do know me will know that, you know, I'm a pretty good guy. If you can recognize the behavior, you can change it. Why would I change my behavior? Why would I change my humor? The things that make me happy are the things that make me happy. You know, the things that I like to talk about are the things that I like to talk about. You know, if people want to be really fucking shallow about it, that's fine. It's their choice, you know. To be fair, like when I first started like streaming, like properly streaming, the amount of fucking DMs I'd get from like major makers and vendors would be like, oh my god, Simon, you can't say that shit. I'm like, yeah, I fucking can, you know. And a lot of people, not a lot of people, but a notable amount of people basically cut ties with me because of like how I am and who I am. And I'm just like, bro, I'm not, you know, I'm not gonna lie about what I think and who I am. I'm just gonna be me. And if you don't like that, that's a fucking problem with you, my dude, because like you haven't done anything inherently wrong. If we can't make fun of ourselves, you know, if we can't laugh at shit, why even live? Being cringe is okay. Would you imply that are you implying that I'm cringe? I think there's a better word. Starts with a B. Balls. Also based. With balls. Oh. Oh, baby. Him. Hi. Anyone is to a certain extent, but it doesn't matter as much as people make it out to be. Can't be cancelled if you don't give a fuck. It's true. I mean, there's no reason why I would be cancelled. I mean, we do bring up some topics once in a while, okay? That are not, like, great topics. But they're used to make a point. Hey, you guys gotta fucking see this shit. Don't be scared, Ham. Don't be scared. Don't be scared, buddy. Oh, you're gonna fucking love this. Alright, 1 second. Yeah. Him. Hand and cat. Hi. Hi, buddy. How you doing? Him. Haunted. Oh. He's such a cutie. Look at him. Look at him pondering all of the crimes he's gonna commit. You guys seeing all the crimes? I sure can. Oh. Yeah, like copper versus brass. Listen, I stick to my guns. I prefer brass, okay? I personally prefer brass, okay? Brass is better for me, okay? It's not my fault. Most people crying at criticism and backlash as though others are not allowed to voice that. Well, welcome to the modern age where everything is fucking commercialized. Where if you say bad things about someone, oh no, you're hurting their bottom line. Yeah, well, fuck off. I don't give a shit. Hurt my bottom line. Go wild. I'll wait. Simon is in the pocket of Big Zinc. Zinc is great. Zinc is great, okay? I'm sorry. Okay? If you guys don't like zinc, that's fine. I, for one, love zinc, okay? And I love lead, okay? So I have lead in my solder and zinc in my ass, I mean, in my keyboard weights, okay? It's good. It's good shit. But yes, many ass creams do include zinc. Zinc is good for your ass. LED keyboard when? The forbidden keyboard that we're not allowed to talk about, which is slightly out of frame down there, which only like 3 people have ever held in their hands, by the way, used to be filled with 3 kilos of lead. I bought lead sheets and just fucking put them in there, and it was beautiful. And then I removed them and threw them away because it's lead. It's probably why I have the brain damage that I have now. And when I say probably, I mean we all know. Which keyboard? It's the forbidden one that we don't talk about. Got any boards left with foam in them? I think so. Like something we built relatively recently, like I opted to put the foam in it. I forget which one it was, but yeah. Every other streamer are only so friendly and try to have no dark humor on the stream because of their advertising partner. I mean, yeah. Like, I'm not somebody to be like, oh no, you're a bad person because you're like, this is your job. Bro, when you go to work, you can't say all the shit that you want to say. You get fired if you do. That's kind of how it fucking works. So people that do it for a job, they don't have the fucking choice, you know? I understand and respect that. Would I, you know, look at their opinions or, you know, words on a particular product as an indication of whether or not I should buy it? Absolutely fucking not. I understand that their words have literally zero value. But I also understand that it's not a choice. It is what it is. The reason why LED is banned is so that big keyboard can make money with other more expensive material. It's true. It's true. Did you try Cycle 8? I have not tried the Cycle 8 at all. I have yet to receive it. Yeah, I see, but that's the point. At work, you don't influence millions of people. I mean, if you work at a high enough level marketing job in a big enough company, of course you fucking do. I've done it. I have promoted some like less than great things while working in marketing. It's a job. You fucking do what you gotta do so you get paid at the end of the month so you don't starve to death and get fucking kicked out of your house. It is what it is. But, you know, for me it's different. Me, when I stream as me, I am me, and I want to say the words that me is think. But that's me. And not everybody, you know, is capable of doing that, you know. It is what it is. All the big streamers these days are getting caught messaging minors and saying horrible shit. Really? I should get on that. I think there legitimately are some people who are not into dark humor and are friendly to all, and that's okay. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. There's actually fucking like super wholesome people. Like I'm not saying that everybody is fake. Yeah. What if you preface it with "This will not affect my opinion"? Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Hello, son. Hello. Welcome to the end of the stream. 2 minutes before we end the stream. Good time. Do we want to chat about anything else besides like the usual rigmarole? Words. I know words. I have the best words. Wait, I don't know how to do Trump hands. Like, I have to make my hands smaller. How do I make my hands smaller? I have to do dad activities? Dude, dad activities are the fucking best, dude. Come on. Dad activities are good. It's good, dude. Rocambole. Yes. Buy those tiny hands? I think in a recent review you recommended switches with a soft bottom mount. How do you determine what's soft? it's entirely up to your perception, because like if you type hard, if you type soft, if you type without bottoming out, they're very, very different experiences. So like it kind of requires like you use your own brain, your own experiences. Because for me, something with like a soft bottom out is like nothing long pull. So long pull out the window, those are generally harsh with some like exceptions. I think in terms of like soft bottom outs, maybe GAT Pros, lubed, maybe Vertex V1s, even though they are long pull, but not long pull with the like harsh bottom out. Those are relatively soft. Nixies, goes without saying, stuff like that. But yeah, it's entirely up to you. Like if you grab like 18 different switches and you just slap them, you'll know which one is the softest when you bottom out just from your own usage. It says what it is. What's the orange spacebar switch? Original round 1 Gateron tangerines. What metrics do you use to decide if a custom cable is good? One, I would not go to a major like manufacturer like Pexin. Not when I say manufacturer, like a major cable maker like Pexin or anything else. I would go to a boutique cable maker that is nearby to me. For example, I go to Garf, who is in the UAE. Why would I go to Garf? Well, let me show you my Garf cable. Okay. So this is a thick boy connector. For the record, this is a very thick boy connector attached to like the biggest quick disconnect available on the market. Okay. Also, you'll note that this is matched to the cable. Also, this cable is triple sleeved, so I can do that. Okay, and it'll hold its shape. Okay. Then it goes into a 180-degree coil, right? And then it goes into another quick disconnect. Same, big ass quick disconnect, majestic. Then it goes into a straight coil. Then it goes into another quick disconnect. And then that goes into a long ass triple sleeved, beautiful cable with a custom made connector at the end. And again, triple sleeved. So I can do this. I can do this, and it'll hold its position the way that I want it to. And let's say I wanted something in beige, for example. Okay, I wanted a nice clean beige cable like this with some thinner quick disconnects, some limos. I can get that too. So yeah, TLDR, go with a close to you, as in when I say close to you, I mean somebody that like if they fuck up, you can drive to their house and fucking slap them in the face. Find somebody like that. What about following USB specs or even being certified? So, from my relatively basic, but still way more knowledgeable than the majority of people understanding, pretty much no cable fucking meets USB spec properly. Even from like major manufacturers. Generally what I like to do is if I'm ordering from somebody that I don't yet understand like very well, I'll order a 12-foot cable. Those of you that don't know, that's between 3 and 4 meters. This is a 12-foot cable. And if it works, it means they're actually following USB spec. Otherwise, it just won't work. Being certified just means that they paid money to some guy to give them a fucking rubber stamp, so it doesn't tell you shit. I want somebody that, you know, can do the wild shit that I want them to do. I want somebody that doesn't have a 6-month lead time. I want somebody that, again, lives close enough to where I can fucking drive to their house and kick their ass. I heard a long time ago you shouldn't type while bottoming out. Listen, everybody's fucking different, dude. I bottom out like a fucking gorilla. It's fine. Would you say that Glare TKL brass mid-piece is worth it? Yeah. Of course it fucking is. Why wouldn't it be? It's fucking great. It makes the board nearly 7 kilos. It actually improves the acoustics, very slightly. Is it $210 of improvement? No. Is it fucking great? Yes. Go for it. Don't get the hype about custom cables or aviator cables. Okay, so here's my hype, okay? I'm gonna explain this to you in Simon logic. So let's do some Simon logic. So let's say I have a board where I want the connector to come straight down and a coil parallel to the keyboard. I can do that. Let's say I want a cable where it's perpendicular to the keyboard. There we go. Let's say I don't even want a coil, and I just want a straight cable. There we go. What more could you want? Could you do this without quick disconnects? No, absolutely fucking not. Zoom out the camera and with a straight face talk about the aesthetics of your desk. Bro, my desk is in shambles and it's always been in shambles, and there's nobody that there's nothing that anybody can do about it. It is what it is. Why no custom cables with magnets? Optics are neat, but what about functionality, aka true wireless? I like wireless boards, but I also like having a super nice cable. It's just nice to have. But why would you have a coil on the table? Aesthetics. Some people fucking like it, some people don't. That's the beauty of this hobby. Listen, as long as you get something and you truly, truly like it, it's truly what you want. Not because you've been brainwashed by some fucking media influencer bullshit to think that's what you want. But if it's something that you truly want and it brings you fucking joy, fucking do whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a shit, dude. If it makes you happy, it makes you happy. My dumbass fucking $350 coiled ass cable with fucking 7 disconnects and multiple coils in multiple directions, it makes me happy, dude. It makes me happy. You know? Just the fact that I have it. Just the fact that it was made in the first place. It just makes me happy. I have too many keyboards on my desk to afford space for coils. Fair enough. You don't fucking need coils. But that's what makes this hobby great. Is once you cut through all the bullshit, okay? All the marketing bullshit, all the fucking like commercialized bullshit. If at the end of the day you get something that makes you fucking happy, dude, that is the whole point of the hobby. That is the whole point of the keyboard hobby. I want everyone to be fucking happy. And if you're happy with like what I consider like the sussiest board from the sussiest manufacturer, like a fucking KBD fans or some shit, if it makes you happy, truly, I can shut the fuck up. It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter what I think. If you ever have to jump out the window, you can uncoil it into a rope. I'm on the 13th floor. I think we're up like 100 meters. I'm gonna need a lot more cable. Now, let's say theoretically I wanted to jump off my ceiling, off the stool. Yeah, that's a good amount of cable. Does hookers and cocaine count as a hobby? I mean, it depends how you interact with hookers and cocaine. It could be a hobby. Ah. All right. Let us see who we can rate. Whoever asked, by the way, when next RuneScape stream? It will be on Monday. And next RuneScape video should probably be in like 6-7 days, maybe. And it's going to be a lot better than the first RuneScape video. Because I learned that I should actually like properly record commentary instead of trying to do it all in one shot. That way I'm not sitting there going, this and that. Yeah, anyway. Someone asked if you'll include the LMS content in the next White Simon vid. Yes. Not all of it, but some of it. And we'll do more LMS. We shall indeed do more LMS. All right, anybody doing keyboards? There is not. I don't know if you can ever beat that guy running in and chopping the tree. I'm pretty sure there will be plenty of good content. Okay, does anybody know if anybody's streaming keyboards? Oh, feels fucking bad. Is there anybody? I mean, we can just do ducks. Or we can raid foe. Oh, he's fucking one-ticking Karambawant. Beautiful. I love it. Send it. Send it. Absolutely fucking send it. Okay, I am honestly down. Screw it, we're raiding foe. Raid message, Simon Sus. I love it because it confuses people. I'll see you guys Saturday, by the way, for group buy reviews.